I have been every major under the sun, so I've done quite a bit of different types of writing. I've taken a few journalism courses, so I've had some experience in publication style writing. I've done academic papers for science and history classes, which are very fact-based and kind of more cut and dry. And then I've also done some literary analysis papers, which is a bit longer, a bit more flowery, but I think it's great. Either way, you're going to have to argue a point, and if you can do that effectively, then you can write any kind of paper.
For science, obviously, it's more lab reports and heavy on the kind of factual information. But for a lot of my more literature and rhetoric courses, it's a lot more studying a phenomena and then kind of breaking that apart and analyzing it. And those are, I would say, the really only two types of writing I've really done.
Right now, I actually have I have a lab report for my biology lab that focused on an experiment about cricket aggression. And then for my psychology class, we had to do an experiment, and that's kind of more of a political science focus, and it was all about voter turnout.
With this paper I'm writing for my current class, it's going to be a fictional account and a narrative. So I've been able to kind of incorporate nonfiction research and materials into fictional narratives.
So in class, they would go over the basics of what they're kind of looking for, of structure, but then they would also give us resources to go and look at other people's writing. And so with both of that information, then you kind of come up with how you're going to go about writing your own paper.
If an article is published, then that means that it's probably pretty good. And the more you read, the more you pick up on how academic people tend to write, and then you can kind of incorporate that into your own projects.
Especially in rhetoric and English classes, there will sometimes be a template structure provided, but for academic papers, you really have to kind of do some research and look at other papers that have been written and kind of follow your own template that you kind of create yourself.